Welcome to the Terra Sentia series, an actual play podcast using the 5th edition D&D set in our jointly homebrewed world, given magic and mystery by a sentient mycelium network. I'm Bill Bryan, and I will be your dungeon master, weaving a web of intrigue for our amazing players. Connor Crumley, playing Ferg, the human barbarian librarian. Will Blackmore, playing Time, the human diviner wizard. Fisher Newman, playing Experience Joy Within Sorrow, a dwarven life cleric.
I'm not going to betray anybody.
No one. No. And Aisling Bradley, playing Kefkin Helder, the half-orc monk.
So
we basically left off the last session with us ready to roll initiative. But
fucking Rock Queen staring at me.
But yeah, pretty much.
I may have missed a little bit the last time of the session, but figured bad things are happening. Time was just blacked out in another timeline. Well, and we'll just get into this.
Yeah.
Here's what you need to know, Will.
I'm fucking exhausted.
So anyway, let me explain a little bit of a recap. So y'all pushed further into Earthlung, as it is the sort of like defunct sort of flying dwarven citadel of ancient days past that's been kind of nestled within the rock face of Kraxt, the orc capital. And as you are all exploring this area, you're realizing that you're getting further and deeper into Earthlung to the point where you're realizing that you're discovering its inner workings and inner mechanisms. And the last room that you were in had, once you restored the power, revealed that sort of holographic dome that ended up being kind of a sort of a staging area / planning area for the habitat dome that you first fought the Rock Queen in.
Cool. And if I remember right, we got the power back on because Time went, oh, okay. And just like pulled a bunch of goop out, which, she didn't necessarily interact well with, right? There was something that was like blocking the circuits or whatever it was.
Yes.
She like reached in, pulled out like a chunk of fungus and something along those lines.
And then people
tripped balls.
Chair.
We all balls.
Yes. So you absolutely sat in the chair at one point.
That sounds like what I do.
And you definitely got a good solid idea of kind of like you could sort of see a lot of what Keth saw when Keth sat down into the chair. You could see areas that you've already been in, almost like a map, very clearly.
Fog of War style?
Yeah, but there was a fog of war, and there was no way that you were able to sort of breach that fog of war. But you saw that there were certain pathways that you have not gone down yet, which is where you're heading now. But inside of that interaction between you and the inner workings of Earthlung via the chair, you failed a wisdom save.
Yeah, that definitely also sounds like me.
And within that failed wisdom save, Morel ended up turning on you and your psyche again. So
good for nothing grandkids. So
she started to attack you while you were in the chair,
God.
Almost mentally. And then when you when you got out, Morel was nowhere to be seen or found, and you haven't heard from her since.
Darn millennials.
And then you all ended up getting a long rest.
Yeah.
So
we napped hard.
Yes,
a good day to nap hard.
You actually hold yourself up.
Didn't we kill the thing that came out of the?
That was after the long rest.
I nearly bisected a beholder.
Am I wrong?
That was after.
It was afterward because it had spells that I didn't use.
So you continued further down the path.
I already rolled those. Remember?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
You continued further down the path, and you opened up one of the doors via the chair. I believe Joy ended up sitting in the chair and opening the door.
I need to rip you out of the chair.
And out came a hovering growth of tumorous fungi with like weird tentacles kind of sprouting from it, and you ended up putting that thing down.
Fungal beholder.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Specifically, if you want to know, it was the beholder zombie stats. And you ended up putting that down right quick.
Which was partly due to my ingenious use of
Joy did
Physics.
drop the door on it.
Yeah.
While Joe was in the chair.
Good job.
Yeah, it was great.
You,
Drop some damage.
while I was playing time gusted an arrow into it and did.
That was actually pretty
hefty
badass.
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight through it.
Gust? All right.
I was like, is there
catapult.
No, I think it was
anything loose?
catapult.
Catapult.
Yeah.
Catapult.
Gust
Catapult.
cantrip. I'm like, wow, hold on. I can do that with Gust?
No.
Catapult, famously,
Catapult.
the most useful spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good one, right? It's such a
Yeah.
good one. Oh, yeah, it looks very Dexy. It definitely looks very Dexy. This is a nice zombie
Yeah.
eyeball.
Boom. And I was you're like, an arrow does that much damage? And you're like, when you catapult, yes, it does.
I'm gonna have to move Ferg up a little bit.
So
I'm
I'm going to go around the table. Ashleen, do you remember anything specific about last week's session that I'm missing?
Well, where we ended face to face with. Well, we found out that the Rock Queen was in 4 places at once
Yes.
when I was in the chair, right?
Which we
I don't know if
theorized.
you touched on that.
Yeah, we theorized that it was 5 places before we destroyed the big node.
Correct.
Yeah, and we
big
just ran into another rot pocket, as I added in the Facebook message.
yeah.
That's where we like are right now, right? We're like face to face with the rot pocket.
As a matter of fact, on Twitch, that's our session title is Rot Pocket.
There you go.
Rot pocket!
I'm more thinking Rot Pocket.
Trademark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a fever and the Rock
Also
Queen's
known as
looking at me.
Oscars.
Yeah.
I was leading the pack,
you have a +4 or
and
4
you
total?
closed out with like, and the eyes open. I'm like,
Yeah,
fuck.
+3. So that's
Yeah. Yeah. So we are rolling initiative.
Using perception instead of.
Well, okay. So
initiative.
Will brought up a good point. So sometimes I get my two like D&D groups confused.
Also me too.
Yeah, right. And so what I want to so I'm going to backtrack and say that we do not use perception, and then we'll discuss it later and see if we want to do that. But
Yeah.
it's definitely a Saturday game thing, and my apologies for like.
D&D
I just couldn't
nerds.
remember
Somebody
if
fucking
we
sharpen
talked
this with
about
a
it in this
knife.
one gun or not. I don't.
No, I really don't
I'm
think we did.
serious. It's like
Do you want
cards.
to use
Look
one of
at
your
that.
portents
Yeah.
to make me higher up there?
If you've already rolled it, no. So that's the thing about portent. I have to call it in advance to be like,
Yeah.
hey.
Am I still playing Bogey? Everyone else's NPC died, but
Well, interestingly enough, I'm going to say no.
because you don't want me to kill Bogey.
No, because I already
I
rolled
don't know
up
if I wanna
Bogey
go first,
stats,
though,
and I
so
have Bogey
is what it
stats,
is.
so you can give me that.
Bogey's suddenly gonna get useless.
Are spell slots accurate, or do you get those get erased?
So you have-
Not useless, just more.
Those ones
actually,
are not
probably more
accurate,
useful.
Okay.
But those
Yeah, but no more
ones are,
78 hit
'cause they
points.
No,
first-
not 78 hit points.
'cause they use
Definitely.
catapult.
So
Can
you 20 plus what? For your initiative?
21.
Yeah, you're still highest. I rolled a 16, so I'm now at 15 initiative.
Nice. You're just weighed down by not your armor.
By
your-
being old and fat.
I was gonna say your soul. That's
Do you want to
fine,
just
too.
throw Bogey with the shadows at the end, or do you want to roll Bogey in on his own?
Go ahead and roll Bogey in at +3 dex.
Oh, is that?
20.
How we
Bogey's
miss
at a
you.
20. Why'd I roll a 17 for Bogey and a 1 for myself?
Because well, you always roll way higher for Bogey than for
I
yourself.
do.
So
That's a good thing for not for you guys, because when I'm the DM, that means I roll high for NPCs. So good luck 2 weeks from now, y'all. TBK.
Yeah.
Joy has a -1.
Yeah, so
Dexterity.
for our viewers, we have
His joints aren't so good.
some fun switch-ups and changes that are happening starting our next session, which is March 5th. And that is that I'm stepping out of the GM chair and I'm going to become a player. Ashleen is going to step into the chair and they're going to become the DM. And then we're having our wonderful Shanna come back to the game, and I believe she's playing an all new character.
Ooh.
And I'm getting married on stream. That's not true.
Yeah, no.
I will jump a shark though. That's fine.
So you can lower the bad guy's initiative to 5.
Tied with Ferg? Or
I'm going to go first, and then Ferg.
Ferg has a low dex.
But
It's probably accurate.
Wait, why would that make it difference.
It's not. It's my dex is.
Oh,
average.
it doesn't actually. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Just erase the number and back on 5.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's all the way up there. I have to stand up like
Yes, and use the
3/4
red
way
pen,
again.
otherwise it's not accurate.
It's right here.
Good job with your perception, Fisher. You rolled an insight check and
Yeah.
you found that out. You're like,
Found out this would suck.
How come your alien babe hotness is just a regular stick figure? I feel like alien stick figures should look different.
She has a sword.
you don't understand it.
Are we talking like Ripley alien babe or actual alien?
No, like well, she has red skin and green hair.
Okay. I'll give you that one.
Okay. That's me with a sunburn. So
That's fair. Then in that case, you would be alien babe hotness.
So everybody, I need you to grab a representation of your character, minis. We have that little one too. If that is better for you.
I am the monk. How many shadows are there again? 5?
There
69.
are
4?
3,
Three
4.
This is time? No.
yes.
This is Bogey.
Yes, that is that's me.
Let's start.
There are 6.
Wait, what? Oh, you're right. Bogey's
Bogey's the
Bogey.
clown.
They're just similar colors
Who's this
to
fucking
my brain.
Bogey.
Yeah. See, they're similar-ish colors.
Will you pull out the ninja for fur?
I got
Nice. Oops, sorry.
I'm right in the front.
I got the shadows minis.
Y'all, I can't find the monk.
The monks
You
already
mean
got
this
the
one?
look out.
Oh, you already put it out. Yeah.
You.
I'm awesome.
Share with your class.
I'm not observant.
What was our marching order? I was in
it was
front.
this-
You were in front for sure. Other
Yeah.
than that, I don't know.
I think Bogey was taking up the rear to shoot with Joy right in front of them, and then it was Time, and then it was me, and then it was you. And I don't know where the shadows are. Probably just
Intersperse.
I know
Yeah.
it was something like
Are
this.
those baddies or shaddies?
shaddies.
Shatties.
Who are you calling Shaddy?
Shaddy over
Those
here.
are shaddies.
Who are these shats?
Shaddy lit.
I'm pretty sure.
The 3 red ones are the scouts. The 2 blue ones are they use the bandit stats, and then the sunshine one is the acolyte.
Wait, where's Lee? Lee's hanging out with me.
Lee's one of the blue ones.
Good, the blue ones are all hanging out with me.
Yeah.
And
Shadows at the bottom of the order.
they will go at the end of the initiative. So let's all collectively remember that.
Now you reach for the board.
Well, now I have to actually add new information.
I'm teasing you.
So you're gonna have to erase that to add new info.
Time. You are first.
All right, so we just got up to for where we were talking to tell the story a little bit before. Just the beholder popped in. So like, how did we happen upon her? Like, we knew where she was from the sort of mapping a little bit.
Well, remember you fought the beholder, and that died, and then you essentially began to explore a little bit more, and
I had a vague sense of where to go because I felt where she was, but I didn't know exactly, like, turn left, then turn right. It was just more like this direction.
yeah, and there is a doorway that's right near you, but you all saw that there was like a huge clump of like weird foliage up front, and
In
so
the hallway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and so you
great.
went up to it, and then that clump, basically a pair of eyes opened up in it, and that's essentially where we stopped.
Hello.
So we tried to go down one hallway and saw a clump and was like, okay, we can't get through that. And then we ended up in this clump. And this clump is staring at us.
Cool.
We went from a hard clump to a rock clump.
Do I see anything that resembles a humanoid currently, or is it just like glowing eyes on this thing? Like, what is it? What do you mean, like the clump opens its eyes, right? Like what we've dealt with before, sort of like a body that's sort of like
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
gross.
However, Time, where are you right now?
Excellent question. Apparently there. Bogey and what do you think? I'm the little fortune teller one.
Yeah, the
That seems appropriate.
jewel headdress.
Yeah,
So,
so you know,
So you're about 20 feet back.
yeah, and I got good perception.
Okay. Yes, you
And
do.
one of us is a torch.
It's pretty low lit in here, and at the same time, I know you have dark vision. So I will say that, yeah, you do see something that's vaguely humanoid in it, although it's all broken apart and sort of interconnected with a bunch of like fungal strands and weird clumps and veins and like ropey knots.
Let me some fungal strands.
And at the same time, there are kind of like arms where there shouldn't be and legs where there shouldn't be. You really have no clue how this thing's going to move, or like literally how it's going to move. But you keep reminding yourself that the Rock Queen moved very independently. Like she barely even like took a stride. She just let the fungus sort of take her along.
Interesting.
Yeah, with no effort on her part.
All right. Well, that's fascinating.
And you can see that a lot of these ropey strands are beginning to animate and getting a little bit maybe too vigorous for your liking.
Vigorous tentacles worry me. So
vigorous strands.
You're up front, aren't you?
I am very much up front and very much have a reactionary plan.
Cool. Let's see if I can help you out with that.
And just for your sake, Will, I'm not sure when you left last session, but Ferg has Tanaruk's Terror in his hands.
I think I remember that starting to happen. Yeah. Oh, but now we got to like you've attached to it.
I have attuned, and I am like, this is mine because Zeph died and Tanaruk and all of that. So
it has not gotten any
excited to see you use it.
Miniature side note,
this is how I feel. What's up?
Fire didn't do anything to her before.
Cool.
Just reminding you.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Final side note: your beard looks nice today.
Thanks, appreciate that. Let's get
Well
into this.
groomed.
Yeah,
thought I should say
this
something.
is Heine's beard. I want to be really clear. She's got one today.
Okay.
I will. I'm going to correct you just a little bit. Fire didn't do as much as it should have done.
So not immunity, my bad. I wasn't trying to...
No worries, thank you.
You all know poison doesn't do jack shit.
yeah.
I don't have to poison. So what Time does is kind of like pull out that little little bit of clay from her pouch, and just like for her, she's almost like this reaction of like we knew she was out there, we were looking for her. See if this works. But sees how contained it is back there, so she basically like reaches down with this like piece of clay to the floor that she's at, and that earthen fist rises up again and tries to like clamp down on all of that mass, at least whatever, like going like center body at least for like whatever that would be.
The earthen grasp, what size creature can it grab up to?
It does not specify.
Okay. Totally fair. So what do I got to do? What save do I have to make? I recall it's a strength save.
I believe it is definitely a strength save.
All right.
She jacked. She like 80s Carl Weather jacked.
That's pretty jacked. I rolled a 23.
Jack shit.
That will do it.
So what I'm going to say is the earthen grasp comes up and grabs a certain portion of her mass, but it just doesn't impede her. She's just too big and weirdly too slippery.
That makes sense. She takes half of 11, so 5 damage.
Your
Bludgeoning.
profile says 2.
Bludgeoning. Got it. Okay. Are you doing anything else?
Too big, too slippery. Starting Vin Diesel.
So there's a door to my left.
There is a door to your left, and it appears. Actually, you all did not investigate that door, so I'm just going to say there's a door to your left.
With my passive perception, do I see anything that looks like a handle, touch plate, things that we've used before to open doors?
Yes, there is a touch plate to the right of the door that looks a lot like the other one that you all kind of manipulated to open up, aka opened the lock.
And I very much know how to pick those locks.
Cool.
Yes.
Because I did it once before.
Seeing that perhaps this one might not be locked, Time as her environmental action touches the plate.
And it actually does something that the other one didn't do before. It lights up red and gives it a quick
Cool.
It does not do that.
God damn it, Talon!
Yeah.
Forever. Cool. That's what I'm doing. I think I'm in a good spot-ish by now.
So with one hand, you like reach up with the earth. The other hand, you're just like booping this little
Yeah. Sounds fun. It's like trying to like tap her right now.
You're like trying to hold her and run.
Right? This is Ferg right here.
She might fail.
Who's this?
Me.
Okay.
Red shirt.
There's a scout between us.
It's Bogey's. Okay. It's Bogey's turn, but before Bogey goes, a a large ropey tentacle whizzes out, and for a second you think that it's coming for you, Berg, but it goes straight past you to Keth.
Damn it, Kev.
Fucking.
Why am I not surprised?
Burke is also completely not surprised and barely bothered to get out
And
of the way.
you are hit. Trust me about that.
My AC is actually 24.
It is literally
got past
triple.
that.
Oh, fuck.
No, it was a good roll.
And so
I even bullshitted high.
That's your meme.
Your AC sucks.
you take 18 points of damage plus
Jesus.
8 points of poison damage.
Protection.
Okay. 18 plus 8 is 26. And
Yes.
49 minus 26 is 23.
Yep. You'll be
That's
fine.
how we math, folks.
It appears as though so let me think about this. But once the tentacle hits you, it's as if her entire mass just kind of lights up, and it seems like all of them are now coming for you.
Gross.
But it's Bogey's turn.
Anti-engaged.
What would we say as a group Bogey is doing? Since Bogey is technically an NPC still.
What instruments do they have?
I think Bogey would shoot at it.
Yeah.
She just saw it, or they.
He
He just saw it
it's going to
attack.
be difficult to shoot through some people, but I think he would still risk that.
I mean, I don't know what his
Yeah.
abilities are now, but his other ability was shoot before I get it, before the attack happens. So
Well, that still is his ability, but she did attack before he went.
oh yeah, that's true.
Legendary action.
But over there.
But Bogey would still get sneak attack because we're close enough, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
Oh, right. You're still within that. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's not at an advantage to roll.
Yep.
Because
No,
of
but
how they
the
hit.
assassin ability was if they hadn't gone yet, it's an automatic crit or something like that if
So
you hit.
someone roll me a d20
Yeah.
and plus 6.
I'm not rolling it.
First.
Why do we let
8
this shit
total.
8 total.
Yep.
So
Nailed it.
Bogey just buries an arrow in the mass,
Joy.
but whether or not they hit or miss is just anyone's guess.
Wait, it does 1 damage
Does it now?
to the wall.
So
the arrow.
after Bogey is
to
Joy.
Bogey's pride.
So Fisher, what would you like Joy to do?
Spare the dying on all of us because we're fucked.
Okay, after Joy is me.
No, I'm gonna Sacred Flame. So yeah, gotta make a dexterity saving throw
Okay.
versus what am I 14?
And I did indeed make my save.
All right, then I'm gonna be like, hey, let's go, let's leave. We won't win this fight this time either.
Didn't we win last time?
I feel pretty good about it.
No. Joy,
Barely.
not Joy, but Ferg laughs at that and fuck this, I'm winning this time.
Didn't we find a tunnel she was in? Did we decide not to go back to that tunnel? We just went away from it?
Yeah, we avoided that tunnel, and then this tunnel ended up also being blocked, and the
Because there's different masses.
We gotta kill all the masses though.
Yeah.
So before her official turn, she
Great.
another tentacle comes out, and this time tries to essentially wrap you up, Keth.
Grapple me?
Yes. So
Grapple check.
we are going to make a contested athletics check, unless you want to use acrobatics.
They're the same.
What?
They're both well actually acrobatics is +6. I'll use acrobatics.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, that means you can do a backflip. Just saying.
You have to beat a 13.
It helped you.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on this.
Nice. Good call. That seems like a good choice.
Yeah, everybody's got one inspiration at the start of the.
I got a 17.
Got it. So, I'm gonna say that she absolutely wraps you up, and then something about you, I don't know, goes through like an interesting vibrational shimmying shiver, and you just sort of just all the way through the bottom, out of her grasp, and the tentacle recoils in response.
Like a toilet flushing.
And then, as it is her turn now,
You noped out of there real hard. That was good.
all 3 ropey masses come towards you.
Okay.
Ropey, hot, slimy, ropey mass.
Ket's gonna die in the first
That's
10
gonna be the
minutes.
new name of this episode.
It's
So-
okay. We'll find a necromancer.
So the first one is going to try to grapple you once again.
Okay.
This time you need to beat an 11.
An 11.
Oh.
I got a 12.
Okay.
Good job.
The
Plus 6.
second one is trying to grapple you as well.
Okay.
Ooh. Are you gonna roll?
What do I have to beat?
Really want to know?
You've told me every other time.
23 this time.
You got this.
Yeah, I got nothing for you.
I shouldn't have said that.
Nope.
You nailed it.
I'm grappled.
You're grappled.
Yeah, I don't have another inspiration.
And
so.
then the third one is going to be attack at advantage.
Actually, wait. No, I can't do that.
Does grapple give advantage, or
keep
is
point
she
out of there?
It restrains.
Okay,
It restrains,
okay,
restrains,
fine.
yeah. And so, yeah, and then that one is definitely going to hit. You will take 17 points of bludgeoning damage
Okay.
and 8 points of poison damage.
That's your
Okay,
total.
I'm down.
That's your health, yeah.
Remember that you are a half-orc.
Well, I recklessly endure back to 1 then.
Yeah.
Yay!
You like fall asleep and then you wake back up, but you're still like, basically stuck in a sleeping
So
bag.
you rage out.
So
you never actually.
I'm
walk
going
over.
to end her turn with... She begins to gibber something in a foul backwards language that only twists your brain the more you try to understand it.
Is it deep speech?
It is not.
Fuck.
And Keth, however, you're the only one that can understand it. And what she is inviting you to do, and that is very much her wording. My invitation to you, Keth, is for you to come back where you began, so that you begin anew. And the ropey tentacles begin to kind of slither up to your mouth area, and you can feel it beginning to work down your throat.
Okay.
Not down your throat, but basically it's beginning to work into your mouth. And
This is going to Hentai.
Ferg is next.
It's hot.
Okay, question.
Just like.
I'm ready.
Is the Rock Queen a magical planty creature?
I would categorize her as that.
Awesome sauces. So, bonus action. I
So
would
much
like
sass.
to cast Blight, but I would like to use my inspiration to use my intelligence modifier for the spell save DC. Do you agree?
What is your intelligence modifier? Like +8?
+6.
And that's wizardy.
It's wizardy. I'm super smart. I know she's a planty magical creature. I know Blight is really bad for planty magical creatures, which is why I want to spend this inspiration to
That's what the Rock Queen was saying.
So
To just destroy it.
that puts
kill
it.
her?
That puts
I'll say yes on one condition.
yeah.
Do you remember which orcish ancient gave you that ability?
Yes.
I will
Take
accept notes.
I make notes.
Yeah, yeah.
I have mine written down. I just have gotten rid of them all, I think.
I have all mine written down.
Ba-dum.
While you're searching for that time,
This is what the Rock
when
Queen
they
was saying
long
to the rest of
rested,
us.
they everyone had one of
So
those
she was saying to the
ancient
rest of us.
abilities stripped from them.
Okay.
So if you only had one left, it's gone.
Shucks.
Yeah, I know. I know. You kind of got the shit under the stick on that level. Trust me.
Yeah.
Totally know.
No worries.
So that is something that I got from Death Herald Ramalk of the Holocrest.
Yes. Then your DC shall be intelligence based.
Sweet. So you are
their hand
rolling
on your
at
shoulder.
disadvantage with a DC of 17.
Why am I rolling at a disadvantage?
Because you're a magical planty creature and it's Blight.
Oh.
Hold on a second. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Oh, also automatically deals max damage.
Ooh. For the audio listeners.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah,
Crazy. Okay.
I told you that I wanted to do a thing, and this is that thing.
Perfect. So,
I cast a spell too.
So what is the saving throw? Is it wisdom? Is it dex?
Constitution.
It's definitely Constitution.
Constitution. Okay, so I am rolling at disadvantage.
Yep.
Well, you're going to be mad, but I did roll a 27 on a disadvantage.
At disadvantage?
I rolled a 17 and a
Fuck you.
20.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's insane. You still take 32 points of...
Just half of full damage, which is...
Shut up, Portland.
Yeah. 8d8, which would have been 6... No. What's 8 times 8?
8 times 8, 64.
64. Okay, so yeah,
Minecraft, dude.
32.
32. That's still a lot
Yeah.
for half damage.
32 points of damage. It is... Stop calling me, please.
Fans.
Yeah.
And when you cast that spell, you can see a lot of the mass and the viney, ropey, sort of veiny tendrils that are kind of making up what's in between of the thicker parts, just sort of sink away. And what you're actually left with when that happens is one of the most like for a while it looked like in time, even you like you were looking in and you saw different parts of different body parts kind of sticking out in weird angles. But when that kind of sinks away, you're left with this. I'm looking in the wrong book. You're left with this visual kind of coming at you. And if you could just give me a moment. I am huge, and I wish our viewers could see this piece of art, because
That was so much fun.
love this piece of art.
Coffee.
And I can't remember.
Boobs coffee. The boobs. Ew. Best.
What is happening over there?
Fisher's trying to speak to me in ASL, and I am have no experience in ASL.
So just go ahead and pass this around.
That's real pretty.
Do I want to see this?
Yeah, actually, that's fucking awesome.
You want to see this?
Is she fake?
Mm-mm. Yeah, real thick. Okay.
She's so thick, it's thick with a K.
Yeah, thick. Okay.
So for our viewers,
All right.
just so that if you actually want to see this piece of art, if you own Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes, it is the full piece art of Zugtamoy
What page?
in the book.
Page
Imagine people would appreciate that.
140 through 141.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's a full centerfold spread.
And so that was only your
We like to call
and
it
that
a
was only your
folio.
bonus action.
That was only my bonus action.
Hold my beer.
So what
This fell out of there.
shall you be doing now?
I wish I had 2 bonus actions.
Bonuses. A bonus?
Yes,
A
you,
bonus,
so you could
bonus.
rage.
Well, I mean, I could rage, but then I can't attack.
That seems okay. You take less damage.
No, I think rage is only a bonus
Yeah,
action.
Oh, it's
Only-
only a bonus action? Oh,
But I mean, it's just
interesting.
just hit it.
Yeah.
Or you
yeah,
wanna dodge, also
we
dodge.
are... No, we're real
I don't
angry.
think she's trying to hit anybody else.
You could also
Kef.
Slice the tendrils off.
sounds terrifying.
Yeah.
So yeah, did the Keth tendrils also desiccate?
I
Moderately.
mean, somewhat, but it's still attached to him. Yeah.
They might be weaker, so just slice through them.
I forgot about that. Yeah, totally. We're gonna
Go on.
all of the Tanrax terror stuff. We're gonna go in and slam her with Tanrax terror.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yes.
Massive.
Massive, almost too large, thorny greatsword that you
Yeah.
got.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. Please. That sounds really good.
Yeah.
Wait. No.
Rest in peace, Tanric.
Yeah.
Are you hit
Pour
with
one out.
a 21.
I am.
Awesome.
She is.
I'm assuming it's a great sword still, right?
It is still a great sword, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
2d6, right?
2d6.
2d6, but also I
Some
would like
bullshittery.
to use my once per turn 1d4 wound.
Yes.
Sounds wound.
Does that mean it keeps taking damage wounds?
Yes.
Yeah. And so there's a DC to heal all of them.
But you can have multiple.
What's
going
more,
at
Will,
once.
is that if Ferg had a strong sense last session that if Ferg ever died while this sword was in their possession, the sword would somehow cocoon over them and transform them into something completely different.
Berg is never dying.
Long game.
Long game.
This is how you go.
Both of our tanks are suicidal.
10,
Committed.
16 points of damage, and you have 1 necrotic wound.
Yeah, you do.
So 16 and then 1 wound. Got it?
Yep.
All right.
I don't know how much does that, so is that 1d4 on every turn that you take?
Yeah. So just basically, I just take it now.
Okay. And then I'll roll again
And
for...
then, and then at the end of each of her turns, I believe she can make a saving throw
Yes.
in order to stop that.
Yeah.
Is that true?
DC 15 Constitution.
But she can never
to
heal any of that. At that damage, she can never heal any of that by magical means. It can only be through rest. That's it.
And that's all HP lost to the sword, not just the wounds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what you said.
Shit.
Obi dobi dobi.
Second attack, because we have 2 of those. I am assuming you were not hit by a 10.
I am not hit by a 10.
Yeah.
As you come at her a second time, she senses the power of that sword, and a bunch of those ropey tendrils just kind of get thrown up like a shield, and it sort of like entangles you for a second. You didn't even really get a solid like a swing. Anything else Ferg's doing?
Fuck it. We'll.
Don't fuck the Rock Queen, please.
I mean, it depends on how much she pays.
Fair.
Ew.
There's a price.
Ew.
She pays in herpes.
Yeah, seriously.
Ferg only accepts platinum, so.
Yeah,
Platinum herpes?
What's the exchange rate?
Are you staying there in
crabs.
front of her?
How wide is this hallway? Is there room?
10 feet.
Okay.
So I can back up ish.
More than I thought.
You can back up-ish.
Do you want to?
Ye-
May also.
You're trying
yeah.
to burn her reaction. I don't know.
And then other things for Ragey McRagers. So yeah, we're gonna back up 15 feet.
Okay. Well, she definitely will lash out at you to attack you. And nat 20.
Fuck you.
I deserve
It's gonna be that kind of night, Bill.
I deserve
It's
that.
gonna be that kind of night.
I mean, I'm rolling really good.
Yeah, it's that kind of night.
It's that kind of night.
You never roll bad.
Oh no, that's not true. That's not true.
Whatever. I got to throw blight at the Rock Queen. So.
Yeah, no, totally. So that's
Some mad
11,
shade.
21 plus 6, 27 points of damage. And then 9 points of poison damage.
So
36.
36 total.
Yeah.
One hit.
On one hit.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Joy's like,
But you do back up 15 feet.
Bird coughs. I was like, that fucking hurt. You're gonna die.
Yeah, you can absolutely feel the poison coursing through your body. It's actually making some of your extremities a bit numb.
I fought with a broken arm before. I'm fine.
After Ferg is Keth. 1 hit point within her grasp. What do you do?
Explode into knives.
How do I have like an arm free? Either of my arms.
Well, you are restrained, So I'm gonna say that they're as free as your rolls would indicate that they are, right? So like you can try to do stuff, but you're gonna be at a disadvantage because you're restrained.
Okay.
So that said, what do you want to do? What do you want to try to do?
I want to cut myself loose with my short sword.
Okay.
So I want to like draw my sword and attack the vines. Or swing at the vines.
Your immediate instinct is that these are way too thick to just cut free in one attack. And at the same time, you could get lucky. So
I have 2 attacks.
Oh, okay.
Punch.
Roll it up.
I have 3 technically. I don't think punching them will really help, but
Minecraft disagrees.
Hey, what's your plus to
Don't
hit?
touch the Rock Queen.
my plus to hit is 6.
Cool. You roll a 19. Well, 13 plus 6. Does that hit?
It does hit. Roll damage.
Okay. So that
Because
is
you'd be rolling at a disadvantage while restrained, which is also the problem.
Yeah. So, and I'm going to say that you kind of turn the blade flat towards you and slip it through, so it's like even against your body and the tentacle, and then like turn the blade out and just like that
sweet.
cut down.
Max damage. I got a 9 damage.
Perfect. So 9 damage, and the tentacle is cut free.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sweet. That was a little bit terrifying, not gonna lie. Now I'm
Also a
going.
little bit lucky, not gonna lie. I mean, Will definitely
Help me out
contributed
there.
that, but the 6 is what did it.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, I rolled right in the
They're above metal
For
swords,
my, how far away from the Rock Queen am I?
with, like,
I was
right on the
behind
fire
2 people back.
How far away are you? Are
Like it was Berg's
Leave
got
that poor
me.
red shirt up there.
You were like 10 feet away.
yeah, you were 10 feet
Well, the
away.
red shirts are 4.
Okay, so I would like to just whip out one of my like lawn dart thing. Well, I mean, it's just a dart, but like I'm so large it looks like a fucking lawn dart to everybody else.
Sure.
And I'm gonna like aim for the face.
Yeah. Could be a javelin in a gnome's hands.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. It's
cool.
large.
We're called dwarves.
23,
23 is an absolute hit.
and that's a monk weapon, so it's a d6.
Right.
8 damage
Yeah.
to the face.
Yeah. Whatever the face.
Whatever the face is, wherever the eyes are. And then I have 70 feet of movement. So I'm gonna.
And you can walk on the ceiling.
Hang on, how tall is this room, Bill?
You just go, nope.
How tall is this hallway? This hallway is like 10 feet. It's really not that.
It's very square.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to, because I'm like one of the tallest people, I'd assume I can make this work. I'm basically just gonna go up the wall and then run along the wall like really fast and get to the back of everybody.
And as you begin to do that, one of the tentacles lashes out at you and takes an attack of opportunity.
Even from 10 feet away?
She has 10 feet reach.
Okay, well, then I would like to bonus action disengage and run up the wall.
I've already declared it, so
Okay.
I'm saying that that's unfortunately not possible. And I most likely hit you past 20 a lot. So you had 1 hit point left, yeah?
Yeah.
So, the tentacle wraps around your ankle, and how fast Keth actually goes, you were almost part of doing some of the damage to yourself, because once it latched around your ankle, you wrenched towards you, and it kind of pulled your spine a little bit, but then you went thwap down on the ground. She begins to reel you in, and all of the tentacles basically attach like they were going to before.
Does she have multiple reactions?
Yeah, because she already used a reaction for Connor.
That's true.
That's why I was like...
That's true. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, my brain thought that AO was before she went, but you're right. It was after you went. Thanks for calling me on that. So let's rewind. It hits your ankle, but you're just way too fast, and you said you went up the wall.
Yeah, just like kind of like running horizontal along the wall, and then kind of just gonna literally go to the back of the group. I'm just gonna go 70 feet all the way away from the Rock Queen.
Nope. Nope.
Clearly, she wants me more than everybody else, and at this point, I'm just putting my friends in danger. So I don't think Keth would stick around. Because if she controls me again, I'm
You're
gonna
running away
kill.
whatever you want.
Yeah. No, for real. If she controls me again, I'm just gonna kill somebody. So I might as well just.
Yeah, but it'll be Ferg. It's fine.
That's not okay with me.
As you're
They
running
don't have
away,
a Tanorak in a
Ferg is
hallway.
like, thanks you. Now I don't have to watch you.
You're like, all right.
I threw a dart in her face before I ran away. Okay, like I did something.
Great job.
No, Ferg is,
real good dart
Ferg is
throw.
super happy with the decisions that you have made.
I have one of the.
And anything else you'd like to do before your turn ends?
Yeah, I would like
So
to
fancy though.
basically. I would like to bonus action go on dodge.
Oh, with a key point?
Yes,
Yeah. Bonus action, go on dodge. Perfect.
Just in case.
just in case.
Stub your toe, pass out.
You never know.
So between Keth and Time, she will be lashing out at. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Because you said it reaches 10 feet. Further than 10 feet.
Yeah, that's a valid point.
And she hits
I'm in Poughkeepsie.
the scout.
This poor guy. He's like,
This guy literally shits
I'm with a group
himself.
of heroes. He's heading into the darkness, and y'all just note. And he's like, oh, what? And this thing's coming out of the darkness.
To be fair,
Yep.
it's his turn to run away. So
Yeah. And I didn't know. I just happened to leave somebody's bait because I'm that bitch.
Okay, so
And then he took off.
you see a horrifying scene where basically a tentacle grabs one of the scouts. I will say that it is...
No, not Barack.
It's Abad. The gray-haired, kind of shaved on right
No,
side.
I
cat-eyed.
remembered him.
Kind of has his pipe in his hand while all this went down, and he was sort of like preparing to do something. Tentacle grabs him, pulls him into the mass, and he just basically disappears into the rest of the mass that's sort of trailing behind
I'm sure it's fine.
the Rock Queen.
I'm sure he's fine.
The pipe kind of clatters to the ground,
He's good.
and
I looped
He's
the
in a
pipe.
better place.
you're not close enough to the pipe.
he might be.
Definitely not. Oh.
He's like a
I really don't
gurgling
even care
gas
about
as
these
he
people.
like suffocates.
He's not even
If we do
screaming.
that.
He's
If the
like,
Rock
I
Queen
must
could-
say.
If the Rock Queen could say one thing to you as a player, she'd be like, "You don't know me." All right, that's it.
There's pizza in here.
Fuck.
Time.
We have
Says-
cookies.
Sorry,
Sorry
I'm
about
so
it.
hungry. Or it is the Shadow's turn, actually, at the end of the turn, right?
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Except for that guy.
Except for Bob.
No, it is still his turn. We don't know if he died.
Yeah, you can take as many off the board.
Yes, he's fine.
I just put him in the Rock Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not wrong.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. So all of you. Well, I'm not counting the acolyte.
Okay.
So everybody roll a d20, and for the scouts, who raise your hand if you're rolling for a scout. Okay, so you two are going to be rolling at +4,
Okay.
and then Will and Fisher, you're going to be rolling at +3.
Shit.
20, Bill.
Oh.
That would hit her.
My scout missed real hard.
15.
19.
I rolled a 9.
Sorry, what'd you get?
20.
What'd you get?
9.
What'd you get?
15.
19.
Okay, you two hit. You're rolling.
The side's carrying the table.
You're rolling a d8 +2. You're rolling a d6 +2.
I just ran away. I'm joking.
Oh, ready for 3 fucking damage. Oh, 8 damage.
What was I doing? A D8 +4? Is that what you said? 2?
2.
6 damage.
Nice. Total, that's 20 damage.
Bill
Okay.
can math.
That was some methy math, man.
All right. Yeah. So javelins were thrown on your part. Arrows were shot on your
Gonna call me
part.
Jeff for some reason.
And I will say that they move back as far as
Also, fuck,
humanly
fuck, fuck,
possible.
fuck, fuck.
I'm playing Lee clearly, so I'm gonna
Just move them all back.
Also,
I'm gonna
rude, not all of their humans,
retreat.
Or wait, are they all humans?
No, one's a dwarf.
See? Rude.
And one's a.
I reserve the right to be rude, as well as disgusting.
What happened to the Dragonborn?
There was
They
never.
don't exist.
There was never a dragonborn.
There was one.
Yeah. No, there wasn't.
There's one.
You just tear up the card.
Will, I'm sorry, but you're wrong.
What? Oh yeah. Once I'm DM, guys, it's all different. Dragonborns every session.
Do you want to take a break?
No.
Okay.
Break. It's been like 15 minutes. It's been
It's been an hour.
Well, I said
55
how long
minutes,
it's
yeah.
Sorry about that, folks. I'm not sure how long the stream was down, but
I'm
we're back.
not sorry.
All
Sorry, I
right.
was not paying attention to
You
that.
missed so much Dragonborn jokes.
Dragonborns are a joke.
So let's focus on where we're at now. We're at time. Time. What do you
Time
got?
o'clock.
Excellent question. So everybody's noping. That's cool.
Is your earthen grasp still within? Yeah, it's within.
She hasn't moved, right?
What?
She hasn't moved.
No.
No. Yeah. Yeah, it's curious to see if, do some shit to her. It's gonna try and grab again.
Okay.
Strength save, yeah. Or don't strength save.
She made it
Okay.
in the 20s.
Cool. Have 6, so 3 bludgeoning damage. Yeah. A little bit counts.
Yeah, it was like a pinky.
And time also just begins kind of like noping backwards, getting out of there. And she's like, okay, cool. Like, she's goes far enough back, I think she can still kind of like pop for some eyesight. Like, she's not getting the hell out of there, but she is definitely like trying to use the curvature of the wall a little bit to kind of like create some separation so it's not like direct at her.
Right.
Bogey Schultz.
Yes, it would be Bogan Schultz's turn. Give me a
Bogey.
second.
There's plenty of room for Bogey to roll
Bogey
up.
gonna yeet out of there because there's no advantage to attacking.
Did we, I forget if we tweaked it so that Bogey is basically rogue. Like, does have like that bonus action hide ability or nay?
Bogey does have that bonus action hide ability.
Okay, so Bogey, you could try like, kind of around the corner, sling, hide, pop out fire.
Bogey
Bogey's a
gonna
legit
slip
rogue
through
now.
this
Yeah.
door.
Yeah.
What's up?
Bogey gonna slip through that door.
Door's not open. We don't know how to open it.
Gonna
We don't have time
kick
for it.
that
We don't
door
know how to
open.
it. Yeah, cute. But I think Bogey like can, kind of smush him against the wall a little bit, get out of line of sight.
So you can. So Ashley, I'm just gonna have you roll this. You can go ahead and so Bogey's gonna dip into that other door, which is actually all the way open at this point.
wait, which one?
The doorway's right there.
Oh, it opened? Cool.
Right here.
Sweet.
Oh, was it? I guess it was this one that went beep boop.
Yeah.
Oh,
This one.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was the other one.
That
Yeah,
one's
me too.
closed.
Just because I was next to that one. That's fine.
This one's open because you came through. This was the sort of hologram room
Okay, great.
with
So
with the mycelial throne right there.
if that was the case, Time definitely would have done that then. She wasn't. She thought that was. I thought that was the door she tried to open. I thought it was
Me
closed.
too.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So yeah, she just would have, like, she's not getting out of there. She just wants to get out.
So
of
Keth is
there.
real alone now.
So
There's a scout with me.
so go ahead and roll a d20
what I
for
just
Bogey. It's going to be a +9.
Is Bogey hidden from it?
That's what.
Yeah, that's
So
what
then it's
trying to
rolling at an
accomplish.
advantage of it if it doesn't see because of like unseen attacker.
Then wait.
No, stealth check.
Oh, this is the stealth check.
Yes.
Gotcha. Sorry, I jumped ahead.
19.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay. So and then Bogey kind of dips in that.
Oh, 21. Sorry, I can't math.
21.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even sneakier.
So Bogey dips in that door, and then if they want to, they can kind of lean out,
Make out,
fire.
And it would be at advantage, right?
Passive perception actually sees better.
If they succeeded.
Yeah.
Which, in this case, yes. It did
Okay.
succeed.
Yeah. I was like, wait, did a 21 not succeed? Like, what is this?
A 21 did succeed.
Yeah,
A
okay.
19 did not.
Okay,
So
okay.
that's why I was like,
Oh, shit. Yeah.
But
I'm glad I remathed.
Time is straight up making eye contact.
12 plus 9 is 21, right? 12
Yes.
plus, yes, thank
Yeah.
you. I'm like, did I? Okay.
Because passive perception for time, she can see.
What's Bogey's to hit?
+6.
17.
17 does hit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, roll damage.
Also, that's good.
And then it's a D8 bow, right?
It's a
crossbow.
D6.
17.
Oh, is it a crossbow?
That's what she had, or he had when I was playing with him. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it's a
Yeah,
D8.
crossbow
Yeah,
previously.
yeah.
Okay, so D8 plus 3D6. Poison missile.
Yeah, poison.
But it does take
Oh, it's smaller
1d9
now. I was like, I
rounds to
thought it was
reload.
4. I forgot that you're like a lower level technically.
Yeah.
I need to. Oh no, I don't. I need 3. I can count, guys. Don't question me. I rolled an 8, and 2 is 10 and 5, 15 plus whatever the hit plus is.
Plus 3. So 18.
18.
Good solid damage.
Okay. Arrow sinks into her. between Bogey and Joy.
Boogie Joy.
Bogey Joy. Bogey Joy. California.
She will be doing nothing.
Oh.
Joy,
Yeah.
your turn.
Thank you.
Experience sorrow.
I flip her the fuck off.
And then.
Except in Dwarven.
Hey, Joy, I could
Well,
really
beyond
use a heal.
It's much more like a...
Remember
yes.
that you got that bandolier as well last session.
Yeah, I do. I also have all the
Bandolier.
potions on me, technically.
Yeah,
Not potions, but little fungal nuggets.
I'm gonna...
I mean,
Fungal
from
nuggets.
well, I guess they're also fungal nuggets probably too, but the ones we got from the cache in.
Nuggets, fungal
One of the-
nuggets. God damn it, people.
I have a bunch of obsidian vials of potions that I forgot about.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Anything good on you? What's up?
I'm gonna look at my
Now might be the
bandolier.
time.
So, what is Joy doing?
I'm cure woundsing poor Ferg over there. Well, over there, immediately next to me, which is why I'm doing that.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Like, it's convenient. Like
yes,
Ferg said. Yeah.
1d8
I
plus
like being
6.
convenient.
That is 12 damage, or 12 damage.
Yeah.
Joke's on you! Ambush!
This is when you turn on everybody.
Yeah, psych! It was actually cause wounds.
Yeah.
Wounds, yeah. And then I'm going to slip myself through this door in my sexy, clumsy dwarven way.
Mm-hmm. And you don't see Bogey.
I actually don't. I am focused.
You're alone, time.
Hey, what's up, Time? Really glad Bogey isn't here.
Oh.
They're so tall, it intimidates me. Kind of want them to step on me.
Okay, it is the Rock Queen's turn.
Sure. Oh, wait. Oh.
Why are
Oh,
you
that's
moving
you.
me?
Sorry, I thought that was Bog.
No, Bogey's already moved.
So,
We're further back together.
you see the Rot Queen recede into the mass behind her and disappear.
Ferg just yells angrily, "Bitch, don't disappear. We're gonna kill you."
Yeah. Rude.
Joy takes that as a cue to go back in and set the note on fire.
And let's see.
Firework on that thing.
No.
Fireworks on everything eventually.
And Keth, I'm going to say that down that way, you now hear a sort of wet dragging sound.
But I don't see anything. I have 60 feet of dark vision. As a half-orc.
I'm going to say that you just barely see her come into view, arms outstretched, inviting you into her mass.
She wants a hug.
Yeah.
This bitch is trying to hug me down here now, y'all.
Struggle snuggle.
This is not consensual, Rot Queen.
I mean-
please back away.
Yes, that's very true. Okay.
Rock Queen, bad touch.
Stranger danger.
Stranger.
And
I think she's my mom.
that will be the end of her turn. Ferg.
gonna be
So
a mommy.
I hear Kathy yell that she's down that way now. How far away is the Rock Queen from me?
Oh, from you?
Well,
Yeah.
That's like,
I canonically, I'm at 70 feet away.
and it's
65 feet away from you.
Yeah.
And she's 60 feet away from me. So
Almost
she's
150
125 feet away
Yeah.
from you.
Sweet, cool. Bonus action rage.
No, I'm just angry about this.
stop fighting her.
She's not making me. She's doing her own thing.
Wait.
She made her bed of fungus.
She doesn't sleep. Maybe. I don't know. Does she sleep?
Mm.
Is that an Arcana check or?
Time
Let
calls
Connor take their turn.
Time calls out, kill the mass! Time also has no idea what you're saying.
Party went craps.
Hold an 18 insight.
Go. Fight her.
Alright, we're gonna mulligan that bonus action. We're gonna action activate our term of heroism. Cause
Alright, yeah.
I want the
So that gives you the bless, right?
Yep.
And anything else?
10 HP, yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
And then we're real worried about Keth, so we're gonna
Good point.
double move all the way to just past Keth.
Well, I don't think
Can you make it
Can I-
130 feet?
because you.
No,
you-
I'm 65 feet away from them.
And
Oh,
I have
right.
80 feet of movement if I dash.
Oh right, I forgot about that because you have 40. Yes. So just past.
Man,
Yeah.
you
Nice.
guys suck.
Yeah.
You think you're fast? You're definitely like,
Yeah. I'm definitely putting myself in between Keth and the rock
Yeah. I
queen.
imagine you're like.
You can't see her though. That's scary. You can just hear her
I
coming
don't
towards you.
fucking care.
And there's poor Joy.
It is scary.
It's scary. How
It
is
is scary.
you're
50 feet
45
if
feet
I
away from
dash.
her? Like, oh,
And then,
Scary.
so that would take all of my movement, action, and bonus, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
can I environmental pat Ferg on the shoulder when they pass me?
Absolutely.
You pass a baton.
Yeah.
Berg is like, I got this shit.
And now, Keth, it is your turn.
Oh, it is my turn.
Yeah.
You could throw a light down the hallway if you have one.
Just set something on
Hang on.
fire.
It's my turn, Fisher.
Fire consumes all.
I'm going to. Can I, as an action, light a torch?
You pull one out, you light a torch. Yep, absolutely. And it definitely would
Takes
take
a
an
while.
action for sure.
Okay, so I'm going to do that. And do I see any like sconces that can hold torches in the hallway anywhere?
Sadly, no.
I know, but we'll just go out. I don't know how torches work.
No.
They're like pitch, right?
Yeah.
So we'll
Or
keep
tallow.
it until the
It'll
pitch
be
runs
gone.
out.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna like roll it past Ferg, like towards. Well, I'm gonna move up to Ferg, roll it past Ferg,
Shoulder to shoulder.
and then move back again.
Got it. So how many
Never
feet
mind.
do you go up
15 feet up, 15 feet
and then
back.
kind of toss it and then go back?
I just basically am trying to get Ferg so they can see the Rock Queen. Maybe the torch is like 10 feet in front of them.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
So Ferg, I want you to imagine
That's
that
terrifying.
once the torch is thrown and Keth moves back, the scene in the movie Aliens when they're just like traveling down those like air ducts,
Fuck yeah.
like it's
man.
yeah, it's essentially the Rock Queen, and she's not even acknowledging the fact that sometimes she's tilting to the side or upside down, and the rest of her tentacles are just sort of like
This is looking very grudge-like in my head.
moving. Yes, absolutely.
Berg
and
is
then-
just super focused, like, I am gonna make your head into pudding.
As I walk back past you, I say, I told you it was scary.
So it's like 5 feet past.
Well, hang on. So I walked 15 and 15 back, so that's 30. And then I still have 40 feet of movement.
Motherfucker.
I want to move back another 20 feet, so I'm 35 feet behind Ferg, but I can still see them, like, clearly.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, like, half light or whatever, because I have dark vision, right? So, and I'm basically gonna, like, be like, hey, y'all, Ferg's facing this alone. I'm not doing so great. Yeah, we should do something about
If
this.
only Bogey were here, we could go tell Bogey to go fight the Rock Queen.
Actually, I'm gonna, as my last action, I'm gonna kind of call back to the cleric that's back there and be like, hey, can you give me a hand? I think, no, not you. The Sunshine Brigade one.
Yep.
I'm gonna call back to that one and be like, hey, I could really use some help. This thing's coming for us again. And just kind of like end my turn right there.
Because I was trying to get to you before, but you ran past too quickly.
I'm gonna bonus action go and dodge again.
Okay.
So
And we're playing this game.
So
Kat
basically,
is playing this game hard fucking core.
basically you finish your conversation, you're like, cool.
Yeah, I'm like, come help me out.
Okay.
Ninja moves.
Time. It is top of the
Shadows.
round. Time's
Shadows.
turn. Oh no,
Shadows'
shadows.
turn.
Sorry. Yep.
Tis why I hollered.
They even have shadows under the letters, because I'm creative.
Yep.
Attack
That was the most patronizing pat.
I don't know, that's what time he keeps shouting out.
Okay. And I'm
I don't
yeah.
think trust me. I don't know.
So,
With a beard like that.
Hold on a second here. So. Okay, so I'm gonna just get up and do this. So Lee, realizes what you're saying. Am I going to tip something over?
Because she's smart.
Lee is realizing what you're saying.
Smart and attractive and good with a bow.
Runs up to attack the mass, although cannot get there and attack this round.
Wait, doesn't she have a bow?
The acolyte also realizes what's going on, and sees that this scout is taking aim that way, and she sort of slaps him on the arm and says, "No, you idiot, that way." And so he turns around and fires that way. These two are just
They're closest.
entrenched. So this one's going to fire that way, and this one's just going to basically move down there.
Is that acolyte not going to move toward Keth?
Well, I'm getting there.
Oh.
I'm getting there. Okay, so first, that scout fires at the Rock Queen and misses. The acolyte, go ahead and roll 2d8 plus 2 for healing for Keth.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Ask and I shall receive.
And then that one fires at the
An 8 and a 2.
node.
Okay.
And it's going to hit it.
Nice, get it. Calls pretty solid.
Usually no. You're going to miss, sadly. 4 plus 3.
Tease me.
Or 4 plus 4.
Grab me a beer.
And that is the shadows. So now we are at time.
Nice. All right, so Time is trying to remember at this point because we fought a mass before besides her. Mm-hmm. Does Time remember if the mass was also affected by fire in the same way, or is it like different from her?
It was affected by fire in the same way.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's a very wet.
It's juicy.
It's juicy, wet. It's not.
Cool.
It's not like tinder or dried pine needles in any way, shape, or form.
Well, except they've been desiccated with blight.
Only
It's
a little bit,
still though. Like it sapped a lot of the moisture out of it, but it's certainly still fire retardant. So.
It's still. It went from sopping wet moss to slightly damp moss.
That's fair.
Yep. But I think she remembers cold does shit to it a little bit, kind of like freezing it a little bit for the sort of same reasons. Is that how she's remembering it? So she pops out, and I mean, does this like plug in the hall, for lack of a better term, like remind her of the mask you've seen before? Or does it look entirely different, or
It doesn't look entirely different, but it does remind her a bit.
okay, it's still massy? It seems like this is the thing. It's like, is it pulsating, moving, or is it kind of?
It's
Twitching.
I would agree that it's twitching and pulsating. It's not moving currently. Yes, it does remind you of sort of a tumorous sort of heartbeat.
Ugh. Okay, cool. Screw that thing. So she's like, yep, nope. And just like, wham, sends off a cold bolt at it.
I attack with oncology.
Basically.
Sure. 14 to hit.
That's a hit.
Cool. Does cold damage seem to be okay against it? From what I could tell.
From what you can tell, yeah.
Cool.
It's not. It doesn't have the same reaction as like a normal creature, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah, I'm more just saying like if it looks affected, but like pieces of it are breaking off, freezing.
Does it twitch more
9
or
points damage.
less?
9 points.
Yeah, not great for 3, but something. And I tell you what, she's gonna stay there. And again, keeping an eye out. She needs to keep an eye on things to kind of see if she needs to use some predictive abilities.
Got it. After time is Bogey.
Do we think Bogey would help the friends versus the Rock Queen? Rather than...
I don't know what you mean by that.
Well, do you think Bogey would... I feel like Bogey would attack the Rock Queen rather than the node.
Bogey also knows that can't get to the Rock Queen probably really far away.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And he was standing next to Time, and Time was kind of like adamant, like we should attack the mass. So
We also forgot the Rock Queen's wound on her last turn.
You want to roll a d4?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh wait, first I have to roll that saving throw. Yeah.
If you want, yeah.
You
don't have to.
Injury first, and
Is it
then
a wisdom?
Constitution. Well, so
Isn't it-
there's also a whiz save too, but I think that's companions. Because there's DC 15 con to heal all wounds, or a DC 15 wisdom save, wounded or within 5 feet to heal all.
probably.
didn't understand.
But don't they have
We
to
need your notes.
make the save after they take the damage?
I don't quite remember where that
Usually how it
went.
works.
Oh, I don't know. I think they technically take the damage on Ferg's turn, and they take the save on the
the end
monster at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
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 So
So I think the damage would have happened regardless, but it might not happen a second time.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna just roll a Constitution save for right
Yeah.
now. I got a 22.
So you healed that one.
Yeah, at the end of the turn, right?
Yep.
Cool.
So
Cool.
now we are what? Bogey.
Okay.
So
Yep.
Bogey's basically just gonna dip in the doorway, make a stealth check. Plus 9.
15.
Okay.
It's gonna not do it.
And
But nothing can see them, right?
You don't know what kind of sentient. It's mycelium, dude. Like, we don't know. They can see. Can they even see? They can
Mycelium
sense.
Claymore.
Well, even so, there's somebody or Lee's up against it, so Lee's going to get a sneak attack if he actually hits. But
That's
true.
But getting advantage on it is nice.
Yeah. Is that time next to Bogey?
Yes.
Yes.
So Bogey says to you, maybe there's something that you can do in the mycelial chair. It's
That
connected to this whole place.
went well last time.
But last time, you were attacked, so I don't know if that's a good idea.
I'm willing to try it again.
Joy clears his throat through the open doorway.
You also have the shortest legs.
Time's also not paying attention.
That means I'm best at sitting in chairs.
How far away are we from that? You said we're pretty close to that room, right? You said we kind of ran into this pretty fast.
Right there.
It's right there
Okay.
in that room.
Cool. That goes. Maybe you're right. Does that like ring true to her in any way, or like from her time there? Does she think like
Absolutely,
reaction
yeah.
to it? She thinks she could do something or try.
very
to?
possible and also very risky.
Yeah, that's
So that's
all risk. It's cool.
yeah.
Fucking let's do this.
So
Yes.
that's really all Bogey does. Bogey basically
Ride or
just
die.
takes a minute to figure out what they're gonna do. Joy, who's Joy? What's Joy doing?
So Joy's like, I mean, you are under constant watch of the Rock Queen. Kath is under constant watch of the Rock Queen. You guys tried first. I tried the third time. Went a lot better than when you guys did it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it would... She seems distracted right now. At least we hope so.
We
I
need you
could
here.
go.
We need you here healing our friends.
Fine.
I'll get in the chair.
We need you here DPSing.
OOC, though, he does have the best chance at a whiz save.
Bogey just says, "One of you, just go."
I mean, I'll wait till my turn, Bogey. Hold on. Give me like 6 seconds, but
I'm gonna, step in there. And which one do I want to? Can this thing make saving throws? I guess it. How
find
animate is
out.
this thing?
attack it.
Yeah.
See what happens.
You all know nothing about these nodes,
You go.
other than eventually they
All right.
pop.
I'm gonna toll the dead it. I guess.
It's the damage.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. So it needs to make a 14 wisdom
save.
saving throw.
I'm just gonna say roll damage.
Because
all right.
lol.
And it has already taken damage.
It has.
Bulbs. Shouldn't you get 2 of those buddies right now?
Ooh.
Yeah.
You should get
Yes,
two.
you were correct. 10 plus
Yeah, baby.
Rolling the same die
cool.
twice.
13.
Yeah.
13.
Well, I forgot. All right. I always forget how powerful I am.
It's your inner strength.
Never forget your strength. Yeah.
Okay. Is that all that you were doing?
Yeah. Wait. I can. Yeah, it is.
Okay. After Joy,
I was thinking I could bonus action my spiritual weapon, but
I don't think you can cast
really
two
need that.
spells in a turn. Anyway.
Yeah. That's what I was.
Sorry.
the Rock
you're
Queen is moving down the hallway.
Towards me.
Yes.
Sweet.
Never mind. I'm just gonna go.
So
Slane's in the oven.
you're there, and then
Ferg is.
there's a scout that's like in the middle of you.
I ran
then-
back past it.
Yeah. So
What a great friend.
how far are you past Ferg?
I went 35 past Ferg, and where the Rock Queen ended last time, Ferg was 45 away from her. So I'm like 80 feet away from the Rock Queen right now.
So she's gonna move. You're 45 feet away from the Rock Queen, so she's gonna move 30 feet up. Her countenance sort of like twisting and turning. She's not even like right side up at this point.
She's almost to the torch now, so it's doing that thing where like it undercasts her, and she just looks really creepy, you know?
But since she's upside down, it's like an overcast. And
and
she was a
Ferg
looker
just
before.
says thanks.
she never stops moving, but at a certain point, there is this sort of hissing sound, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please. You don't really see anything.
Smell
I rolled a 3.
it. Hey! Nailed it.
Anything you want to do with that?
You can do that.
I think
Oh no, you already burned.
Yeah,
an
I burned
inspiration,
it
right?
because I wanted to do my thing for fun.
We're going for golf scores, though, right?
That cow, suddenly.
So
rid of that.
Ferg, really like in the moment, nothing occurs to you as different or wrong.
Great.
Y'all are fucked. Sorry.
And
I'm fine.
now it's Ferg's turn.
Joy knows that he could take on Ferg.
I don't think
For platinum.
with your new little quarterstaff I sheared for you. At the end of last session, I gave Joy my old quarterstaff, but I like had to like put it next to him and then be like, and then like give it back.
Because I am 2 feet shorter than you-ish.
No, a lot more than that.
So,
You're.
I'm 5'1".
so
Oh,
it's,
you're a tall dwarf.
it's an eighth staff then, if that's the. I'm just checking.
The quarterstaff is actually like its circumference,
Yeah.
but I feel you.
So the Rock Queen is 15 feet in front of me.
7/12 staff.
Yes.
Cool. Bonus action rage.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
That's exactly what Ferg whispers.
Wound.
Yeah.
You got that blessed too now, right? Does that go to the next?
Oh,
Yeah, you do.
yes.
Yeah, you do.
So run up to the Rock Queen.
So
No.
the moment you raise your blade,
Damn it.
you look at her, and she looks at you, and then you lower your blade, and then she does one of these things, like two tentacles. They're just doing that, and you turn back around, and she just says, "I am your friend, just as much as they are. You failed to see this whole time." And it just cuts right through all of your anger, right through all of your pissed offness. And you are just like, wow, why haven't I seen this before? Now, you're not compelled to attack your friends
Okay.
at all.
Want to though.
But nor are you compelled to attack her. As a matter of fact, you see the Rock Queen in this moment as much of a friend as Keth. Or Time. Or Joy.
Just hear her out.
A better friend than Joy, let's be honest.
Just like.
Being here with me is as if you were there for them.
Yeah, I can make new friends.
I don't think.
Wait, what did you just do? I don't know. What
Rage broke your stupid thing.
What did you
I still moved up and swung at her.
swung at her?
Yeah.
You cannot.
Cannot.
No, you are
at all.
compelled not
Compelled
to.
not to?
Yes.
Damn it.
You're not compelled to attack us, but you are compelled
Yeah.
not to attack her.
Damn it.
Yes. That is very much the point that I was getting at.
I'm having a friend fight, Bill. I'm allowed to be angry at my friends.
Right? I can still hate you. I can make new friends.
I mean, I know
Now,
you are my friend.
You did run up 15 feet. You did not attack.
Did not attack.
So you have all of that.
Did I lose that rage? So I would only have one left?
I would say no.
Okay.
You're just not emotionally compelled to take it out on her.
You're angry that you have so many
At
friends.
the end of your next round, though.
So 15 feet, I still have 25.
So I want to be clear, you're effectively charmed by her.
Yeah. Can I still say shitty things to her?
No,
Damn it.
because there's just no reason to. As a matter of fact,
I say shitty things to my friends all the time.
that's fair. That's fair.
What about passive-aggressive things?
Those would count as shitty.
Yes.
Ferg's just gonna... I don't like this charmed thing. Ferg is gonna get kind of pissy and turn their back on the Rock Queen and walk 25 feet to hang out with Kath.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know,
pissy. You're still pissy.
I'm further away than that,
and
but I feel
as
you.
you're walking towards Keth, you're just as confused in your brain, like you're angry, but you don't know why. You're
13 again.
You're ready to do battle, but you don't know why. And you're just as confused as the look on Keth's face is. Because, you're seeing this whole thing go down.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, God. And you kind of know what's happening, even though you don't exactly know what's happening.
In fact, if the scout next to me kind of sees me put my hand on the pommel of my sword, like I'm not sure if Ferg's about to attack me or not.
Right.
You know?
So I'm feeling confused, right? And
Definitely. But the one thing you're certain of is that the Rock Queen, maybe we should rethink this. You know? She's not at least your enemy right now.
but I'm still smart.
Oh,
Very much so.
I thought it was your phone.
Cool. Hey, Keth. I think I took some bad drugs because I really want to hang out with the Rock Queen.
Well, that's not good, buddy.
Yeah.
I environmental action. Oh, I'm not close enough to you. Hey, scout, slap them in the face.
And he looks at you and says, no.
Intimidate. You're an orc.
Do you see that sword? No.
Ferg's like, I won't hurt you too
We
bad.
kind of want it right now.
Damn.
only if they're paid.
They want to be snapped out of it. Is more
So what's the scene that I'm thinking of in this moment is Braveheart when the old grizzled dad gets like 2 arrows like stuck in him in a battle, and afterwards his own everyone's holding him down as he's drinking a bunch of scotch or whatever he's drinking, and basically they pull out the arrow and they hot poker the wound to cauterize it, and everyone's just like, hold him down. And then someone just passes the buck to the other one. Hold him down, because the dad is he's like a barbarian, basically. And so when they basically cauterize the wound, he just gets up, and the person that cauterized the wound, even though he probably saved his life, he just gets up and hits him right in the face as hard as he can. And that's what I'm
Thank you.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because it's so painful.
Yeah.
You would just straight up Kyburn that. Just take the scout and smash his head into the wall.
I don't know that I'm tall enough to do that.
So, Ferg, I'm going to say that your turn's done unless you want to add anything else.
I actually really like where that
Kath,
ended.
what are you doing?
One of us. Damn.
Can I environmental action? Slap Ferg in the face.
Yes, you can.
Real slap or stage slap?
I'm gonna walk up. No, I'm gonna real slap them. I'm gonna walk up to Ferg and be like, "I'm really sorry about this, little buddy." Squat down and just slap them as
It's a
hard.
monk weapon though, so be careful.
So do
does
make
12d6
an attack
damage.
roll because
All right, this is gonna be my bonus action.
unless you just want to take it.
Friends.
I mean, yes, friends, and yes, I said these drugs are bad, but Ferg is still Ferg and
And it's still raging.
Yeah,
would still react.
Where's the
So, make an attack roll.
I'm doing a bonus action because it's a punch, essentially, right?
As long as it's attached to your regular 2 actions. That's what that bonus action is always attached to. It's in addition to your attack action.
Yeah, unless Monk has a special ability, just bonus action attack. Which I don't
Okay.
think
Well, then I'll
usually
just
procs.
use my action to
Snap me
I'm
out
gonna
of
heal
it.
myself. But yeah, I'm gonna use my action to slap them.
Got it.
That's cocked as fuck.
But it was a 19.
I know, but it was also a 3. We can't lie to each other. Now
That's
it's a 19. Are you hit with a 19?
I am hit with a 19.
So
no,
it's so I'm assuming that you're not full on monk punching him, but you're like just.
I'm not trying to
slapping him?
knock them out.
Got
no.
it. So
I'm just like trying to shake them out of it.
what is your strength bonus?
My strength bonus is +2,
So you
but
take
I do everything by dex. So yeah.
you take 3 points of damage.
Cool.
You cuff them like a student, right? Like and you go like teach them
Unfortunately,
You're a teacher. Don't cuff your students.
food style.
unfortunately, nothing changes in your mind.
That's okay. I have 10 hit points.
And I kind of look at your eyes. I'm like, do you still want to have tea with the Rock Queen?
Yeah. Do you have better drugs?
I got this
some
mushroom
shrooms
that I'm
together.
pretty sure will give you some invulnerability. I've got some mushrooms that will heal you. You see me just like going through my bandolier. I've got animal friendship, clairvoyance.
I'm sorry, did you say invulnerability?
Yeah.
Maybe you should think about that.
For myself? I can't use that as another action. Oh, see, I can't eat it as an
I
action.
like how the
another 6 seconds.
invulnerability comes up now.
No, for
Oh, I got a resistance to poison. I think this one turns you into a spore cloud too.
That's
all I got.
really just want some drugs.
If you have temporary hit points, does that mean that she has converted your temporary brain cells?
So if there's nothing else, I'm going to say your turn's done unless you.
I'm gonna move back farther.
Okay, how much farther?
To wherever that little blue guy is.
The healer
The punch
next
man.
to that guy. Yeah.
The archer.
Well, you just move the acolyte back with Keth, and that's
I'm
not
at-
happening. Cool.
Well,
No. Oh, I thought.
Almost-
Oh,
it's
gotcha.
the Shadow's turn now.
I thought it was over back up. Cool.
So
Why is Bogey lying down?
Now it's the shadows.
Hide it.
Yeah.
now it's the shadows. What do the shadows do? Okay, so
Lee and Archer are gonna thoop the hornet's nest.
okay, go for it.
Roll it.
I'll roll,
Roll for
the
Lee first.
Lee.
Yeah, +3.
21. 18 plus 3.
Yeah, definitely a hit.
Swag.
Go dap.
Roll damage, please.
Okay.
Yeah. D6 +2.
That is 8.
Oh, damn.
After I roll all the 2s and 3s on my turn.
Yeah.
The side of the table is cursed for that. And for the other guy also?
Yes.
20. Plus 4, right?
Also hit.
And
Wait, was
then-
that crit?
No, 16
Oh,
plus
okay.
4.
So roll D8 +2.
Also 8. Yeah.
Well done.
Consistent.
Yeah.
Consistency wins the day.
Yeah, it's starting to leak kind of pussy ichor.
Gross. I love it.
Pussy kicker. It's my favorite metal band.
And then after the and the acolyte will go up and heal Keth again.
Okay.
Another 2d8 +2.
Yoink. Just quit moving around.
Yeah. Now
8 and a 7.
Yeah, 17 points.
17.
Thank God. Now take that invincibility. Bullshit.
so now it's Time's turn.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh shit.
Fine.
Does anyone have a DMG I can look at really quick?
Not on me.
Yeah.
I will be
Or
back
no, sorry.
very
Yeah, I think
momentarily.
I do want that actually.
Forgot to use bless on my whiz save.
Actually, Will. So it just turned 8 o'clock. And I think I want to take a break, and since we're at the top of the round,
Sounds
I think
good.
it would be an appropriate place to take a break. So we're gonna take a break, folks. We will be right back after these messages. No, there's no messages. Sorry. Here we go.
We all take a piss.
We'll see you in a little bit.